Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist. And I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are going to do an all signs reading today. Hey, the Bat Mom. An all signs reading today, and we will look. We're just gonna see whatever comes out. I was thinking about doing a love reading, but I think I think I do a lot of love readings for the collective. So I think I'm just gonna do whatever comes out, and we will start on the birthday sign and then work our way through the 12 zodiac signs. Anything you need to know about myself, guys, you can find either in the description box below, the channel description, or my community tab. You can certainly always check out my website, which is Hey J Dubs, www.thetarot excuse me www.thetarotist.com. And I am currently closed for Zoom and FaceTime readings, guys. However, I do have pre-recorded and email readings available, and all of that information is listed in the description box below. I think that's enough of my spiel, guys. Of course, engaging with the channel, liking, commenting, sharing, and of course, subscribing to the channel are going to be some powerful ways for me to be able to pick up on your personal energy in my collective readings more powerfully. So thank you so much for those of you who are always here and engaging and liking and sharing and loving on me. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, whatever comes out, I think so too, guys. Let me just catch up here. Okay. So we are going to get started on the birthday sign. Let me just find my banners, guys. Oh, I need to get into the chat on my phone, otherwise I won't be able to see you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Can't believe it's November. This is crazy. I swear to God, the older you get, the faster it goes. But okay, there we go, guys. Now I'm in the chat, and why isn't it going though? Can you guys hear me? Okay. There we go. Okay, so now let me find my banners. Okay, hey there, gorgeous. Scorpio, happy birthday, gorgeous. We are gonna see what messages come through for you. And my name is Melissa, also known as the Taropist. Okay, thank you, the Bat Mom. It was blank on my screen for a minute there, and it had like a little warning something. I hope the internet connection isn't going bad. Maybe it was just my phone was having a bad connection. But do let me know if you guys, because sometimes that happens. I think I just put out a reading and I'm like, damn, the whole reading just was kind of shoddy. But oh well, that's going to happen, obviously. And I think it is technically Mercury retrograde now. So do let me know though, because I don't want to keep talking to myself if you can't hear me at any point. Okay, guys. Scorpio, happy birthday again, gorgeous. We are gonna hopefully remember to timestamp it right here. We are gonna get some of these Moonology cards and then some tarot just to see whatever quick messages need to come through for each and every sign, starting with you, the birthday sign. Interesting, Scorpio. Let's see if we can get some cards for you here. Maybe I'll start out with the tarot, but we're going to go one more round. One came out fine. And we did get your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. I love this for you. It did just come out in a different reading. And it is talking about like a long, I want to say like a life lesson or something you continuously learned over and over again. For a water sign, a lot of times this is like about boundaries or learning to honor yourself over others or something like that. And we're going to find out more. I'm going to see if I can get one more of these. And I did. And it is a time for healing. Oh, so that does feel like it is exactly what I was talking about there. Your hard work is paying off. And a time for healing. So that's what I feel like it is. Like the healing work that you're doing on yourself is paying off. And I want to say that it's not just going to pay off in the form of you feeling healed or feeling better about yourself, but opportunities that are offered to you on a higher timeline when you do heal and raise your frequency. And then we got be bold and make the first move on the bottom here. Let me get some tarot though. Be bold and make the first move. Time for healing. Your card work is coming off. Okay, because I am getting something about somebody. This is not necessarily love, by the way. This could be love or romantic, but it feels like a situation where you might want to. I want to say there was a situation in your past. It could be, by the way, a family member. Like it could be a child of yours, like an adult child, or a parent of yours, or a sibling, or it could be an ex or something like that, or some sort of relationship that actually was very powerful and meaningful to you that got disrupted by our need to heal. Okay. And I think it was obviously going to be the both of you that needed to do the healing. Um, Let me just see, because that they're saying something about you reaching out to this person. By the way, I think both of you did things that you wish you hadn't done, or said things that you wish you hadn't done. But they're saying that the relationship, whatever it is definitely worth fighting for here. And but there might be a need. So it does kind of feel like it might be an adult child of yours, by the way, for whoever I'm reading for. But of course, that just feels like a specific message for somebody, and you can take the energy to make it fit for your situation more, customize it for your own situation. But it does feel like, again, whatever the relationship is asking you to be I don't know if the bigger person is the right word here, because they're saying, like, let me get one more tarot card. Oh, the yeah, they're saying something about your pride stopping you from reconnecting with the situation. By the way, just a sweet and authentic apology here is really going to move things in the right direction, but it looks like you're holding tightly to why won't this come out? It's saying like you don't want to apologize because you're not the only one who did wrong, but they do want you to acknowledge that you did wrong. And by the way, your apology to this person, I don't know, the situation isn't mine, but they are kind of saying that you may have started something that they did handle incorrectly because they were also damaged. But there is a need, for whatever reason, for you to do the reaching out. And that isn't always the case, but they are asking you to do the reaching out and make the first move here to try to mend whatever situation this is. First of all, because it's going to not just heal the connection between the two of you, but heal something inside of you that has you unable to like fully function in reality at this time, or do kind of like to see things clearly. There's like the star card here, and then the justice card. So they're talking about how this isn't just going to heal the connection between the two of you, or the cord between the two of you, but it's going to heal your ability to connect fully with other things, including abundance, friendships, lovers. So there is something that does need to be healed here. And it does feel like a family member or an ex, or, a parent of a child would be. It doesn't feel like an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend. It feels deeper than that. So it does feel like either a family bond, or a like I said, the parent of a child of yours, or an adult child of yours, or a parent of yours, or a sibling of yours. But it does feel like a deep connection, and the healing of this connection is actually going to help heal you altogether, and help you to form better connections in your future, a better connection with yourself, by the way, as well, because there is some sort of regret that you're holding on to for the way that this connection ended. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. I am going to leave it there. It does feel painful, but it does feel like a powerful shift in the right direction if you can be bold and make the first move here. Okay. And reach out to whoever this is. Happy birthday. I love you so much. By the way, they are saying, like, before your birthday, there's something really healing that's going to occur here on your birthday. I don't know if it's already happened, or if it's coming up here, but that is going to, there's something about the time you entered into the world, and it's just a really powerful time to do these bold and healing things in your life. So they are saying if you can make this happen before your birthday, you will have the best birthday you've had in many, many years, or something like that. Okay. Happy birthday again. And we are moving right along to the next sign here, which is the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get some Moonology cards as well as some tarot, just to get some quick messages from the divine, whatever needs to come out for you, Saggy. Okay, we got have faith in your dreams. Saggy, yeah, there's something about you're just such a powerful force of nature, and you have such an attractive energy. And any Sagittarius that I've ever met has this, by the way. I mean, like, literally any Sagittarius sun, and I'm certain that there, the other placements of Sagittarius and Jupiter placements are as well. But there's like such a safe, stable, and secure energy that people are very attracted to about you. But when you're not feeling safe, secure, and stable in your own energy, it's kind of like you can't do what you're here to do. But your dreams are, it says here, have faith in your dreams. So it feels like you have like a really big idea of what you're here to do, and it feels very in the public eye. And I don't know if that's a Sagittarius thing, but there are plenty of Sagittarians in the public eye that do a really good job and do captivate a large audience. But they're saying there's something that you're like, you're playing it small, okay, something like that. And let me see if I can get some more. But they're saying you're playing it too small here. You're using this energy, but you're kind of like dipping your toe in. There's a message coming through that was that it's like it's time to take your dreams seriously, or the things that you feel called to do. They're not coincidental. They are definitely what you're here to pursue purposefully in this lifetime. Balance spirituality and practicality. So it's saying like there is a part of you that just wants this dream of yours to come right in, like you want to manifest it. You might have a vision board. I don't know if that's a Sagittarius thing or trait thing that a Sagittarius would do, but that's kind of the energy they're giving me. But then there needs to be some practical action being taken towards your dreams too. However, again, because you are such a powerful being and you know that about you, but you don't really know that. It's like you're not really sure of that. So you're kind of dipping your toe in little places to test this theory. Are you a very attractive person? Yes, you are. Can you captivate a large audience? Absolutely. So they're saying here though that you haven't made a big enough move towards whatever this is. And it says your commitment is being tested at the bottom of the deck there. We're going to get some tarot as well because I'm getting a little lost now in this message, but the Knight of Pentacles. And so the Knight of Pentacles kind of talks about slow and steady wins the race. So while you think, I want to say you think you're slow and steady, right? Winning the race here, but it's like you're dipping your toe in and then running back the other way because it didn't work out as quickly as you. It's like, ooh, it's hard to know that you're going to be very successful, because then when you're not as successful as you know you're going to be right away, it kind of discourages you. And that's what they're saying here. First of all, you're going to be extremely successful. So there's no doubt about that. Whatever you set your mind to, you're going to be very successful in. But there's a need to continuously move forward and stop running backwards every time you think you've hit a wall, or every time you feel like it's not working. Consistency is the message here. And then the Hierophant. Ooh, baby. So, because you have such a powerful presence. And I think I've gotten this on you before. There might be like something calling you to like being sort of like a preacher, or some sort of like, what are those called, you guys? I'm so silly when it comes to religion. I don't know much about it. I've been to church and I like church. I'm just not into like having such set rules on how I navigate my connection to the divine. You might be, by the way, and I love that about you, but it's not my thing. So but there's something about you being a very powerful leader here, and again, that ability to captivate a large audience. It's not just that it is beneficial for you, it's like beneficial to everybody you come into contact with. So whatever this energy that I was talking about earlier, it's such a safe, warm, it's like you give people, even just being in their presence, you don't have to say anything. Although when you do, it hits in such a way that they literally want to change their life for the better, right? But even just being in your presence causes that to occur in people. You activate people's desire to be better people. So what a powerful gift to have. But they're saying because you haven't activated that in yourself, or haven't believed it about yourself, again, it's like you know it, but you don't believe it, or something like that, because you keep going for it. And then when it doesn't become extremely successful immediately, you jump backwards, or you turn around and you stop going for it because you're like, I knew it. I wasn't good enough. I knew it. I wasn't going to succeed, or something like that. By the way, whatever this is going to be so successful. You can't even imagine how successful it's actually going to be, but it is going to take long, like consistent energy and consistency. And again, that you are committed to this calling, whatever it is, that you are willing to go through all of the adversities that you have to go through to get there. And then again, everything that you do pour into this, while it might not become immediately successful, it's like not one drop of the energy you pour into it is ever going to be unreciprocated. So the divine is going to make sure that the success again, even if it doesn't come right away, is going to come in the form of all of the energy you poured into it. I hope that makes sense for you, but they're saying go for it. This is it. This is your calling. It's not a mistake. It's inside of you for a reason. Okay, whatever this is. Okay, sounds good. We're going to move right along here to the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, hey, they're beautiful. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes or so here. And we are going to get some of these Moonology cards followed by the tarot just to see what messages the divine has for you right now. Hey, honey. Hi, Christopher Lee. Guys, that's my best friend for like 25 years, Christopher. J Dubs, that's my Christopher. J Dubs has been here for a couple years now, and we just made her moderator like a couple months ago. She's so sweet. I love you guys. Some of my favorite people here. The Bat Mom's been here for a couple months, and thank you so much for your energy and love. And we've got Be Bold and Make the First Move, Capricorn. This sounds similar to, even though I didn't get this card, I was definitely getting this card. This card's been coming out a lot lately, by the way. Let's not wait for life to happen to us. Let's make it happen, right? Something like that's coming through for you. And okay. It's just been so long. I just love you so much. Well, I haven't really done very many lives. What do you need to release here, Capricorn? And be bold and make the first move. Oh, I do feel like you're supposed to be leaving somebody or something behind here, right? And it says communication is key. And because I am getting that you're staying around in a situation out of obligation. And I do feel like I get this on you a lot. So there must be some sort of, well, your loyalty is for sure deep for, I am getting for work. So I don't know. It could be a relationship or it could be a position at, or a company that you've been with for a long time. And I do feel like I've gotten that message for you before, but it does say basically that you are more important than any of these things. And if, it's like they wouldn't be so considerate if they found somebody that they could pay less that would do your job or something like that. So there's a strong need for you to, it feels like walk away from a situation. Again, it could be a relationship that isn't pouring into you or isn't giving you what you deserve in a situation, or it could be a position, a company, something like that. Let me get some tarot though. Does feel like work, by the way. We did get the 7 of Pentacles, and it feels like you've been there a long time. So there's something about, I want you to know that when you do make the move, by the way, oh wow, this energy is so powerful for you. And then you are here in your own reading. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, and it is saying here that you making a choice to walk away from something that is a dead end, right? Like you're capped out. Maybe you're making more that, the most that you can possibly make there. You're at the position that's the highest that you'll ever be able to obtain there. But your skill set is way higher than where you are now, and you deserve way more money or something like that. And of course you can relate this to a relationship as well. If it feels capped out, let's say you've been together 10 years, but this person doesn't want to get married and you do, or you want children and they don't, or whatever this is, you can relate the energy to anything in your life here. But they're saying that you can tell that you're at a dead end and you want to go further. So it's like, whatever is stopping you here needs to be let go of. Unfortunately, when we're trying to evolve beyond our surroundings, you have to change your surroundings sometimes. And again, this does feel like for a lot of you, there's a company that doesn't appreciate what you do for them, or they might not even have the resources to appreciate you more. And that's okay. Like what they're saying though, is just because it's like almost like your loyalty to the company, knowing that they couldn't get somebody to do the work that you do for the price that you do it, is exactly why you should be leaving them. Okay. And so this company, by the way, because, hey, TJ, because of I feel like their lack of resources, or by the way, it's not necessarily that they even lack resources, but they certainly have a lack mentality, and they're trying to get as much out of people as they can for as little as possible, including you. This kind of a company, by the way, isn't going to be around forever, okay? Because they are setting themselves up in this sort of scarcity mindset that will eventually be the demise of the company altogether. So there is a strong need for you to make a move, or at least start looking, put yourself out there, get on Indeed or whatever it is, start putting your resume out there, or start working on your resume. Or again, if there's a connection here that doesn't ever want to turn into what you're hoping to turn into, There's just a need for you to honor yourself, your worth, and walking away from this situation. It's going to lead to, by the way, the I didn't even talk about the Wheel of Fortune is talking about when you make these moves for yourself, to honor yourself, to love yourself, to respect yourself, the universe is not only going to catch you, they're going to like catapult you forward in whatever it is you end up trying to pursue here. Again, the universe loves to see somebody who believes in themselves. And so they're saying here, knowing that this company is probably going to dig themselves into a grave, and not even that, it's like they're not respected. They could pay you more, by the way. They could give you a position that's higher than where you're at, but they're choosing not to because, again, they're afraid of not having enough resources in the future, which is going to ultimately lead to them not having any. So again, respecting yourself, honoring yourself, get yourself out there on Indeed, clean up your resume, and just throw some things out into the universe. And the universe is telling you right now that if you do that, there's going to be a very clear position or a very clear opportunity available for you to really catapult your career into the right direction. Okay. Like light years ahead of where you are right now. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. And same with love, by the way. It's like if you're in a relationship with somebody who isn't looking for anything serious, but you've been together for 10 years, um there is somebody who is going to love you like you've never been loved, but you have to walk away from this person who doesn't take you seriously enough to respect and honor your desires in this relationship. I hope that makes sense for you. We are going to move right along to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as a Taropist. And I'm going to be your tarot card reader. And I don't always go through that whole little part there, but we did right now. Queen energy only. There's no space for less. Don't let pride get in your way here, Aquarius. Aquarius, that doesn't sound like you. Sounds like Leo. You're opposite. Okay, but let's see what's going on here. Aqua baby, you're the one. I just love your energy, and it's been a while. So let's see what we get for you. J Dubs. I think are you Leo North Node? Yeah, you are. Me too. So is the South Node just the opposite of that always? Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what we got going on around here. We have conclusions are within reach, and don't let pride get in your way. Okay. Yeah, because I'm getting like you wanting to stop pursuing something. I got this energy on somebody else. It's similar, very similar energy here. And it says your dreams need a practical plan. Oh, okay. By the way, this is full moon in, well, first of all, there is a full moon. Happy full moon in Taurus, everybody. And it does say this is a full moon in Taurus. That's creepy, right? That card, you guys? Because it is a full moon in Taurus today, right? Wow, that's a pretty powerful card to get right here today on the full moon in Taurus day. But they are saying on this full moon in Taurus, there is a need for you to there's something that needs to be let go of or released on the full moon. Don't let pride your pride actually is what it is. Conclusions are within reach here, and I don't know what that means. There's something that you're not concluding or finishing here because of it could be a like a you might be thinking about starting a channel, but you're afraid to go through the process where you have to be like unseen, or it feels like so this is what I was saying to Sagittarius, and a similar energy. It's like when you know you're a powerful being and you have the potential to be very like what's the prominent, or to kind of maybe be in the public eye here, some sort of public figure, or like that might be the hardest energy to be in before you are successful, because you know you deserve more than maybe what you're getting originally, or the success that you're originally receiving. And starting at the bottom for somebody who's been given the power to be a very powerful leader is a really hard place to start, but it's where you have to start. And I will say that I don't think that's going to be for very long, by the way, but it is saying that that is like the key to success, is being able to fail comfortably, or learning how to fail comfortably, or learning how to not be so successful originally, or something like that. By the way, you're not wrong. It's like, I think that's the thing, is that people are scared that they're not correct. But by the way, society, mental health facilities will tell you that these kinds of delusions of grandeur, when you've been built with this powerful sacral chakra that is able to attract a large audience, they'll tell you that you're delusional, right? By the way, delusional is exactly how you're going to get to every single dream you ever have. But it's not really delusional. It's an innate knowing that you are capable of the kind of leadership that you feel built to do. So the practical plan here, and then we did get like the most practical card in the deck, which is about the Eight of Pentacles, and it is about the work that it takes to get to where you're going. You're going to be very successful, but it takes a lot of humility to do the original work. The first steps, and let me just get one more here. It's saying here, actually, in your process, these are the most important steps, the really practical, the not very the humbling steps, or whatever these are, where you might have to do the work. Let's say you're going to be the CEO, or you're an entrepreneur and you're starting a company, but you want to hire people and you don't even have money to hire them yet to do the dirty work. It's like the dirty work is where you're going to learn most of the stuff. So originally the dirty work is yours, and not only is it yours, it's like then you get to own that success, something like that. Just give me one more second here. I do want to get one more card. Two of Pentacles. Okay, because now they're saying something about a lot of similar energy. We do have the Knight of Pentacles there. Again, slow and steady wins the race, putting practical work into something that God, it's just, I remember this feeling actually. And, I'm just now after 5 years of being on this channel. So whatever it is you're pursuing, I still am not successful, by the way. But I remember thinking I was supposed to be successful, or I had a message to send, and it felt so big, but I didn't feel like I was big enough to carry the message, or whatever it is. And this is what it's feeling like. Like you feel like you're going back and forth from, that you deserve more than the success that you're receiving, or the success that is on the surface at this time. But they're saying here the most important part of this process for you is the dirty work. You getting your hands dirty, you getting your skin in the game, or whatever this is. And that things will definitely be very successful, but consistency is key. And running away every time you feel like you're failing is not, you're never going to get there, is what they're saying. So there's a strong need for you to make a practical plan, and we'll just do the practical work, the work that goes into whatever this is. And, if you have to do some research on how to become successful in whatever you're pursuing, I don't really think, that you need to do that. I think you just need to get started and then consistently put out the work, whatever it is, until it does become successful. I hope that makes sense for you. Because I think a lot of people watch the exception out maybe in the public eye. If that's what you're doing, maybe you're going to start a YouTube channel, or maybe it's something else, where I watched this one guy who was talking about like this hot dog stand, this guy that owned a hot dog stand, and what humility it takes to walk around with a hot dog cart, right? But this company turned into a multi-million-dollar company, but he was walking around selling hot dogs with a hot dog cart. And so that kind of humility is what it's going to take for you to get to the success that you want to get to. By the way, I don't think it's a hot dog cart for you. I do think whatever message you're here to send, or whatever you're creating in this world, is going to be very beneficial. And I don't think hot dogs are, for the collective. So I think there is something very powerful. But again, the process is what is building your character and building the your ability for longevity. I can't get these words out. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I am going to leave the message there, and good luck with that. Did I call you Capricorn, Aquarius? I hope not. Moving right along here to the sign of Pisces. Pisces, hey, they're gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you some of these Moonology cards, followed by the tarot, just to see what messages come. Whoa. That flew way out there. Let's see what we got. Don't let pride get in your way. Also coming out a lot here, guys. No joke. This is why I stopped doing the all signs readings for a while, because I was like, what? The same cards come out for the entire 12 signs, but that's okay. People do like to be, I think, talked specifically to their sign. So I like that too. When I'm watching a tarot card reading, I do like to go find one that says Cancer reading. So I understand that. So don't let pride get in your way here, Pisces. Let's find out more because it does feel like love for you, and I'm gonna see what more comes out. But this feels like a love situation where you're afraid of being rejected, so you're not going to pursue something that you truly do desire. And what do you need to release? Your pride. Weird, because I think that came out with that, and work through your fears. Yeah. So somebody stirred up that big old heart of yours. I don't think that always happens for you, by the way. I think of all the water signs, you're the least romantic or the least hopeless romantic, I want to say. Maybe that's not true, but in my experience, and I've dated quite a few Pisces as a water sign. So I do think they have a little bit more of a cold exterior. So again, I think it is more of, it's like you don't have a shell like a Cancer does, but you do still seem to protect that huge heart of yours. Okay. But they are saying that there is a need for you to make the first move in a situation or pursue somebody that you are very interested in. And let me find out more. I swear that popped out. The Tower card could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with here, or in Aries. Mars energy. 6 of Cups does feel like a soulmate. 6 of Pentacles does feel like something that is going to be equal give and take here. But what is this Mars card? This Tower card is like, I want to say it's something you built up, like this facade of like this tough exterior that you've built up here that I was just talking about. It feels like a shell. But you don't want, it's like this person needs your vulnerability. Okay. The person that they are going to be in love with is actually that soft you, the softer you, not the one that keeps trying to put this. I'm getting like a, I don't know. The Tower card doesn't always represent a shell to me, but it is right now. It's kind of masculine energy. It is the planet Mars, and it's like destruction and disruption. And I feel like you're being maybe aggressive in a situation because you think that's what this person likes. In fact, maybe this person usually dates people that are very assertive and you don't feel like you are, but you're trying to be that way because you think that that's what's going to attract them. But this feels like a soulmate and somebody who's going to be attracted to the authentic you, the real you, and there's a need for you to be more vulnerable with this person. Okay, could be a Cancerian that you're dealing with or a Scorpio. A lot of water here. But they are saying taking control and taking the lead here is ultimately going to lead to a victory, but you do need to make the first move, is what I'm getting. Okay. So don't let pride get in your way. I hope that makes sense for you. And we are moving right along to the sign of Aries. Aries, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes or so. We're going to get some of these Moonology cards followed by the Light Seers Tarot, just to get some quick messages from the divine. I'm going to take it. It says, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Sounds about right. Okay, let's see what this is about. It feels like love for you too. And it's weird that I get that energy right out the gate or not, but that card doesn't always represent love, but it's saying like you might have to make the first move here if you're interested in somebody. I want to say they don't know that you're interested in them, and they're certainly not going to, I want to say they don't want to burden you. Hold your vision. And adjustments are required. Yeah. Okay. So they're saying something about you're trying to get, by the way, I think you get chased a lot. Aries doesn't surprise me. You're very magnetic. You have a very powerful energy. But they're saying something about you trying to get somebody who doesn't even know that they have a chance to chase you or something like that. I don't even know if they know that you exist, Aries. I'm not going to lie. So there's something about them not seeing you, and either that or they don't see you as somebody that they could, maybe you're out of their league a little bit is the energy that I'm getting here. And I want to say you feel like they're out of yours, but yeah, because there is something about you not wanting to be rejected is the reason why you would like them to chase you, or you're used to being chased and you haven't really had to deal with rejection because people always pursue you. Something like that. Let me find out more. So the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it feels very passionate. It feels like somebody, like, again, you are used to being chased by everybody. So it's almost like nothing is very exciting to you. This person's lack of, what is this right word? Because I want to say people kind of gawk all over you all the time, and this person's lack of interest or something. is making you feel very magnetically drawn to them. By the way, it's not lack of interest. Like I said, I either think they don't really know. It's like maybe they know of you, but they don't know that there's any connection between the two of you at this time. Or if they do feel connected to you, they think it's just because you're magnetically attractive. Oof. So yeah, they're saying again that it's like you do need to. It's time to take action, and then you get the King of Wands here, which is about action or taking a lead in a situation. Aries, this is your expertise. Your area. That's funny. Your area of expertise is this taking action. While I think in love you've never had to because people always pursue you. You're a cardinal sign, you're a fire sign, you have the whole entire recipe, right? To be the most assertive and dominant is actually coming through. And but for whatever reason, again, because you haven't had to pursue love because it's always pursued you, you haven't really felt this way about somebody before. And the divine is saying this person isn't going to pursue you. You're going to have to take the lead. Okay. It will lead to a very happy time in your life, by the way, Aries. It does feel like so. Again, there is a need for you to know that you like somebody enough to risk this rejection as well. It does feel like this sort of message that keeps coming through about having some skin in the game. I also get that you usually get pursued and then easily become uninterested in people. This person is going to hold your interest, is what they're saying. So, and even if they don't, that's okay. Things don't have to work out forever for those things to be beneficial to us in our lives. And what you're going to get out of finally pursuing somebody is going to be very evolutionary. I don't know what this is. It's going to be very beneficial to you and, of course, this person. But they're not going to pursue you, so you're going to have to make the first move. Okay, moving right along to the sign of Taurus. Why is this? I was like just trying to figure out. This is like turning into a love situation, guys, and I really tried to avoid that. But that's okay. If love comes through, we will. That's what we're going to work with. But that's not we're not focusing on that. We're trying not to. Okay. We've got a new romantic cycle begins here. Who we on, guys? Taurus. Taurus, happy full moon in Taurus. And expect powerful change. I do feel like this new or full moon in Taurus is going to be very powerful for you, Taurus. Don't let your past hold you back. And a new romantic cycle begins. Oh, yeah. So I feel like you're skeptical. By the way, I feel like you are being pursued. So I think if they have not already, they're going to be pursuing you. And I want to say very assertively, then we got a fiery climax approaches. So I want to say that this connection is going to be like love at first sight, or like they're going to pursue you. But I do want to say that they're saying something about this pursuit or this person's assertion that is going to trigger something in you about the way that I want to say that when you've had people pursue you aggressively in the past or persistently in the past, you've regretted accepting that because it turns out to be kind of fake or something like that. But they are saying that this situation, there's a need to be able to discern the difference between somebody who wants something from you immediately and somebody who clearly wants you. I hope that makes sense for you, but they are saying that somebody is going to pursue you. It could be an Aquarius here. And then the King of Cups is on the bottom, and I'm actually going to take that because it does feel like somebody is smitten with you, totally head over heels in love with you. I want to say you almost maybe recently got out of a situation that, again, this person had to have you, but then didn't hold you correctly the whole time. But I want to say, of course, use your discernment and have boundaries, no sexual activities right away, so that this person, that's what I'm going to say. I want to say when this has happened in your past, you've maybe jumped into a sexual situation or a sexual encounter with them. And then that turned out to be the basis of the relationship. So they're saying that there is a need to connect emotionally with this person. Don't run from it just because of your past experiences. This is a different person in a different situation. However, use the mistakes that you made in your past, jumping into bed with people too quickly. By the way, I'm not judging. I don't, whatever you want to do. But if you are looking for love, then there is a need for you to connect on an emotional level with this person first so that you can make sure that there is an actual connection there and they don't end up leaving you as soon as they get what they want. Or again, I don't even think these people left you because I think they wanted your energy. It's like they just never handled you or cared for you correctly or properly or something like that. I feel like this person is going to, by the way, could be a Scorpio or an Aquarius here, but it feels like true love. And it does feel like you are going to be skeptical about this true love because of their, it's like, what, there's something coming through and I can't get it off my tongue here. But something about when it's genuine, it's not loud or something like that. But this person is being very persistent with you. And so letting them wine you and dine you for a while and then connecting with them on an emotional level first, even though I want to say they're very sexually attractive, and that you would be tempted to do that, there is a strong need for you to set these boundaries originally so you don't end up in these same dead end situations that you've ended up in before or something like that. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Because if there is no sexual energy or sexual exchange, then you can actually tell if there's something else there. I hope that makes sense. Moving right along to the sign of Gemini. Gemini, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. Going to get you some of these Moonology cards, and then we'll jump into the tarot. It says your hard work is paying off here, Gemini. Oh, I'm watching you just like, I just fucking love you. You're so good at everything, but I am watching you for I want to say the first time in your entire life focusing on one thing, a project, which is so beautiful. And it is paying off. I want to say it hasn't been easy and it hasn't been very fast, but I want to say that it does say adjustments are required though. Let me just figure what that means. Believe in the impossible. I want to say that is what that means. So um believe in the impossible. So adjustments are required. And I feel like there's something about your own limiting beliefs that are stopping this thing that you've been working so hard on from actually succeeding in the way that it's meant to succeed or the way that it has the potential to succeed. It's like they're giving me this weird thing where, like, if you stop here because you think this is like where the bar is set, then that's a I keep accidentally saying sex instead of successful, you guys. What is going on here? But if you set the bar here and you stop there because you think that's the top, you'll never get to where you're meant to be, which is way up here. Okay, something about adjusting your mindset here, and the potential or the possibilities that seem impossible to you. So this something is going to be very successful. By the way, there's something about networking and making sure that you are being integral. I know, Debs, I'm crazy. It's something about networking, but making sure that your networking is integral. Okay, I don't know. That's just there's not really a card here that says making sure that it's like pouring into these cups and meaning it. I hope this makes sense for you. So there's a need to do some networking, but to make sure that you're taking care of the people that you're networking with. You're not just, this isn't just one-sided. And being very integral in all of this is going to lead to a huge transformation in the outcome of this situation. And again, ultimately leading to your dreams coming true. Wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. But again, it's saying something about I want to say, I love you so much, Gemini. You are an air sign, and sometimes your kind of maybe cold and calculated moves can seem a little cold or off-putting or harsh. So they are saying that the way you're going to succeed here is by networking, but making sure that you're not just using people to climb the ladder, and make sure that you're pouring into whoever you're networking with here. I hope that makes sense for you. But again, whatever this network is ultimately going to be the foundation of your success. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Sex for you. I can't fucking stop. What is going on? Okay. You guys, we're moving right along. I hope that I got that message out for you, Gemini. But again, very successful time coming for you, but a need to network and network integrally. Okay. Move. So we just kind of, what is that called when you wrap it up like that? Let's move right along here. Cancer. Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. Going to get you some of these Moonology cards and then some tarot as well. And it says here, don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Okay, because I am getting something about a time. It's similar to the Gemini message. You could be a Gemini cusp or have a lot of Gemini in your chart, but there's something about you doing things on your own or feeling the need to be very independent is actually holding you back. I feel like you've had to be independent in your life, but networking here or collaborating or pouring into others and letting them pour into you actually is a more important message for you. I feel like you're really good at pouring into people, but I feel like you have a hard time receiving any sort of assistance or help. So I feel like that's what's holding you back here. The answers you need are coming. And then we do have a win-win outcome in the forecast here. Yeah, so it's like saying allowing people to help you or something like this. The answers you need are coming. A win-win outcome is not just going to be beneficial for you. It's going to be beneficial for others as well, or for the people that are helping you. So it is like, yes, because I think sometimes you feel like you don't want to put people out or let people help you because you don't want it to hurt them. They're saying here, just be aware that when somebody is reaching out to help you, it's actually because it is going to be beneficial for them as well. Okay. And not to mention when somebody is pouring into you or helping you, you're certainly welcome to do the same for them in return, right? Something like that. Let me find out more though. Ooh. 10 of Pentacles, very powerful energy. Of course, this does talk about, I'm saying whatever this help is, it feels like somebody even maybe wants to invest in you. And certainly the 10 of Pentacles does represent abundance or financial security, stability, generational wealth, something like that, that your dreams coming true here. But again, this is reliance. There's a lesson in it for you. I want to say it's Saturn energy or something like that, or it's your South Node, something where you had to work very independently in your past. And this was something you actually had to do to learn independence and not codependence. And including that you had to stop pouring so heavily into other people because you needed to learn how to pour more fully into yourself. And now it's like, so you went from pouring into everyone else but you, learning how to pour into your own cup. And now they're saying it's time to let others pour into your cup as well. This doesn't mean you can't go around helping people, because I know that that fills you up on a deep level. But they are saying that accepting whatever assistance this is going to be crucial and lead to a life full of abundance. I'm saying literal generational wealth, whatever that might mean for you, and all of your kind of wishes coming true. But again, the Four of Pentacles is this: don't let your past hold you back. There's a need to not hold on so tightly to your set in your ways, in your shell. And there's something about you liking to be home or introverted as well here, and needing to kind of step out and put yourself out in uncomfortable situations more often, and networking and getting to know people and things like that. Then that card that I got networking on in the last reading is right there, and I accidentally hit it. And so they are saying there's a strong need for you to get out and socialize or network with other people, like-minded people in a similar position or business as you, or whatever it is you do. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. It's ultimately going to lead to your success and wish fulfillment here. Okay, moving right along to the sign of Leo. Leo, hey there, cutie. I love you so much. Leo, we're going to get you some of these Moonology cards. My name's Melissa, by the way, and we're going to get you some Moonology cards as well as some tarot to see what messages need to come through for you. We have confidence is your key to success, and it is new moon in Leo. I love that for you, Leo. And I want to say that I've just recently noticed that I think a Leo's lifelong lesson is learning how powerful they truly are and really like believing it and stepping into their power. Probably the most powerful sign, I would say, certainly one of the most magnetically attractive of all the signs. Leo placements, fifth house placements, which is the house that your sign rules. And but what I'm going to say is, while their confidence is unmatched when they get there, they have to work harder to find that confidence or that courage. In fact, me and my daughter, who is a Leo, were just talking about this because it didn't hit me until recently that the cowardly lion went to get courage, right? So confidence is your key to success here. And because you are so powerful, and we've talked about this in several other readings, when you know you have that power within you, but you're meowing and you're not roaring yet, it's just kind of an uncomfortable space to be. But when you finally find your roar, or your courage. It's like unmatched power that most people don't have the ability of holding. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back. And let me do one more of these, and then we're going to get some tarot as well. Look at the bigger picture here. Oh, well, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Let me get some tarot on it because there's something about, ooh, the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah. Okay, so before a Leo does find their courage, it's almost like they spend a lifetime abandoning the reality of their power, right? They don't know how powerful they are really, or they don't believe it, or something like that. So they end up abandoning themselves by avoiding like going after anything that they truly desire in this lifetime. Some, success, whatever it is. Let me just get more because it is talking about, yeah, the need to step into your power. But let me get some advice on, it's just such a touchy subject because again, everybody sees Leo as very confident and powerful, but until the Leo actually sees it or feels it themselves, they end up abandoning themselves and not going for the things that truly feel, ooh, baby. We got 2 5s, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. And there's such a powerful message here, and I feel like I can't, okay. Yeah, it's like I want to say resisting or fighting the desire to pursue your dreams here, and things that would truly fulfill you on a deep level because you're afraid that you don't have what it takes to attain those things. And again, this is all kind of, I want to say a Leo's life lesson is learning how to truly step into their power. By the way, I've noticed a lot of Leos will think they're confident too, or like, but it's like, no, you actually have no idea what you're capable of. So you think you're confident because you think you're supposed to be on the small scale that you're on, but and you feel confident there, but where the power that you're actually supposed to be exuding, or whatever this is that you're supposed to be stepping into your power here, is so much bigger than what you're giving yourself credit for. So there is a strong need. There is some success here, wish fulfillment, in your dreams, whatever that might be for you, but you have to believe that you can. They're saying even if you don't believe it, making steps towards the direction of whatever your dreams are made of is going to ultimately help you to become more confident. By the way, they're saying little steps too. So I don't know exactly what this, like they're saying, the little steps or the little things, the little self-care routine that you have. There's little ways that you can pour into your confidence. You could do meditations for your solar plexus and working with citrine or some sort of any yellow stones or things that will be very helpful. Certainly getting out in the sun, by the way, for a Leo, I think for everybody, but getting out in the sunshine when it is shining is going to be very important for you, as well as connecting with nature as often as you can do that. But there is something that is coming for you. It's like, no, it's like this dream of yours that you've maybe always been suppressing because you didn't think you had what it takes to pursue it, or something like that. I hope that makes sense, or to attain it is what they're saying. It's like, you don't think you can actually get there. And so because Leo is a very powerful and prideful being, you won't even take the steps needed because you're afraid of the failure or something like that. I hope that makes sense for you, because it does feel like you have a lot of wish fulfillment and success here in the future, but it does require that you kind of step into your power a bit here. Okay. I love you so much. And we're moving right along to the sign of Virgo. Virgo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few minutes or so. Let me just see something here, Virgs. Okay, we got you and Libra left. Okay, we are making it. We are cruising right along here. Virgo, hey there, honey. Melissa here. You're welcome, baby. I love you so much. It makes sense to me too for you. Well, just in general, I do always think, how don't Leos know how powerful they are? Because your energy alone is so incredible, incredibly powerful. And then you're always so brilliant. But then, yeah. So, well, we'll talk later. But I am curious to see if there's anything in particular. But yeah, so some little self-care things, just pouring into yourself and really taking yourself seriously in little different ways is going to be really helpful for you to come up with the confidence that it takes to really pursue the things that are going to be actually quite, I want to say, not just transformative, but like monumental in your life. Okay. And Virgo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. Going to be your tarot card reader. And we got don't let your past hold you back. Pretty big theme here tonight, guys, wouldn't you say? And what do you need to release? Your past. What is this? Let's find out some more. Okay, and it says step out of your comfort zone. So I am kind of getting that Four of Pentacles energy. A need to release an old mindset or a limiting belief that is stopping you from pursuing something here, and I don't know what. Yeah, because it's kind of bringing like you've tried something before and failed. It could be a relationship, by the way. It could be somebody. And I want to say you think you pursued it heavily or you think you pursued it fully. This doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a relationship, like a romantic relationship, or it could be an opportunity, something in the spotlight, something maybe you started a YouTube channel and it didn't gain success very quickly. So you stopped, and then you are allowing that failure to stop you instead of to teach you something, right? There was something you learned in this situation. Again, if it is a relationship, they're saying that you think you were you think you pursued somebody, but you weren't forthcoming at all. You weren't vulnerable with this person. You didn't put yourself out of your comfort zone at all with this person. You tried to play it safe, and playing it safe is going to almost always block your blessings. Okay. So there's a strong need for you to trust your intuition in whatever this is. Again, if it's romance or business, trust your intuition, and whatever is calling you to it is actually for you. This isn't a mistake, but again, your fear of failure or rejection here is stopping you from going for it again. By the way, they're saying the first time you went for it, you half-assed it. You did not step fully into whatever this was. If it's a position, the public eye, it was like whatever you did, you played it safe so you weren't able to receive the blessings that came with it, including if it's love or whatever. Ooh, see what I'm saying there? So much power here. Wow, 3 major arcanas, Virgo. And then we did get at the bottom of the deck the 9 of Swords, which is about your own overthinking here. You are ruled by the planet Mercury, which does is like the planet of thought, right? And you kind of sitting and overthinking something rather than, I want to say, working it out physically. So talking to somebody or being more transparent with somebody or vulnerable with somebody or a situation where, again, I want to say you started a channel and you did like you pursued something that you thought you would be safe at pursuing. Okay. So I don't know what exactly that means, but it wasn't your dream. It was actually just something that you thought, well, I'll do this. And then if my dream comes to me or something like that, let me give you an example. Let's say you're a tarot card reader and a singer. And you pursue tarot because that's your comfort zone. It's easy for you to do. You're good at talking. You're ruled by the planet Mercury. But what you were meant to do is actually be performing for people live on YouTube or something like that. By the way, singing, playing guitar, maybe you play the piano. Whatever it is here that you actually were built to do isn't what you're doing now. But you're afraid because of the lack of success that thing had, that you'd be even more it would be even more painful for you to fail at the thing that you're truly passionate about. Again, could relate that to a relationship. If you are staying stagnant or stuck in a situation that you're not passionate about because you can't get your heart broken in that situation, but you're afraid to pursue the person that you truly love because you know that they could destroy you, something like that. Or you're pursuing, whatever it is you're maybe communicating or talking online, but what you're really passionate about is singing. But your voice has like a power in it or a tone that it hits that heals the souls of other human beings, right? So you're actually not doing what you were called to do. You think you are, but you're not. There's something bigger for you and a need for you to step into it and stop overthinking everything and stop letting the failures in your past, again, because they keep wanting me to reiterate, you didn't fail in your past because you weren't worthy. You failed because you didn't try. You didn't go for it. You didn't go wholeheartedly. You didn't give it your all, and you played it safe. You weren't vulnerable. And so when we are doing things from a guarded space, we are blocking the energy from pouring back into us. I hope that makes sense for you. And we're going to move right along here to the sign of Libra. Libra, Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you some of these Moonology cards, followed by the tarot. And I'm starting to get a little weird here and tired, but work through your fears, Libra. And the answers you need are coming. Work through your fears. The answers you need are coming, and it's time to release negativity. Okay. Similar energies. Hold your vision. Um, I knew it. I'm getting like, I knew it. I knew this. I couldn't do this or something like that. There's something that you, um, there's something very negative self-talk going on here. And it's talking about like you keep beating yourself up for the way you did something or the way that it didn't turn out the way that you thought it would. And this is a theme that's coming up a lot for everybody because I think we forget the beauty of the process. And while things might not feel successful on the surface or look successful to other people, what we're gaining from the process is priceless. And it makes us unstoppable, impenetrable. All these things that all the tools that you're receiving from this process is ultimately leading to your success. However, your mindset is the key to this success, is what they're saying. So there is a strong need for you to stop assuming the worst of everything that happens. So there's something like somebody gives you an attitude and you think that they hate you and everybody hates you and oh my god, I knew that everybody hated me or something like that is the energy that's coming through, including like when something doesn't get, maybe you don't get as many views as usual and you want to throw the whole channel away or whatever it is you're pursuing here, or you didn't sell as many copies of the book that you wrote, so you want to throw the whole career away or something like that. There's a strong need for you to not allow these cycles from your past, these karmic loops. I want to say that you continuously self-sabotage when things don't turn out the way that you wanted them to. But what you're missing, by the way, you're not missing it because you are still learning all of these powerful lessons, but there is a strong need to shift the mindset here and be aware of this adversity that I'm facing right now, or this failure that I'm facing right now is actually teaching me how to succeed in the future. So embracing that and then not getting stuck in this negative loop or this downward spiral, um, thinking that you're not good enough or that you knew you weren't meant for this and something like that. There's a lot of negative self-talk here when you're just such a brilliant human being. I always say you guys are like the wordsmith of the zodiac. I absolutely love every Libra I've ever met. They have this perfect balance of logic and spirituality or soul and mind or head and heart, right? You have actually like the whole package and everything that you could ever, anybody could ever need. You have what it takes to succeed for sure in every area of your life. But I do think because you are more sensitive of the air signs and you have quite a big brain to work with, you end up talking yourself down so much or something like that. Okay. You did get the Fool card here, and it talks about a new beginning or a new way of doing something is actually what's coming through here. And I want to see what I was saying, work through your fears. So there might be just a new approach needed or a way of doing something. It's like it's leading to this new beginning, but it's saying that there's well, that's it. Release the negativity and stop assuming the worst of every situation. When these thoughts start coming in, it's important that you tell yourself, no, they don't hate me, they're having a bad fucking day, or no, that has nothing to do with me, or even if it does, but I want you to tell yourself that it doesn't. And again, what they think of you or what these people are saying about you or to you or whatever this is, actually has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their self-loathing, right? So, but you take on the way that people talk to you or talk about you, or the way they ignore you on a day that they're having a bad day or whatever this is, and you start to make it mean something about you, something negative. A lot of times, by the way, they're saying that it has to do with your ability to kind of remain. There's something about the way that you, even in your negative self-talk, it's like the way that you continue to proceed, or what is this? Um, like it's the way that you respond to adversity and are able to still work through the adversity. Or let's say somebody's yelling at you and you're doing work, you're at your job and somebody's yelling at you, but you still are nailing it. You're doing it perfectly, whatever the job is, or something like that. So I want to say that you actually attract a lot of envy or jealousy because of the way that you are so precise, or the way that you do whatever it is you're doing is done so intricately. that the reason why other people talk negatively about you is actually because they're jealous of you. I want you to know that. Okay. There's something about that. And there might, so that's what they're saying. This new way of approaching life is anytime that somebody throws something negative at you, I want you to realize that you've probably triggered an insecurity in them because of something very powerful that you have to offer innately. Okay. Then we did get the Four of Cups, and I want to say there's something that you're overlooking here because of I don't know what this is. Let me just try to figure out because they're saying something about because you've spiraled into this big negative talk about yourself. By the way, you're not talking negatively to everybody. This is all self-talk. This negativity that they're talking about, it's about your self-worth or you again believing the things that people are saying about you. By the way, people will always talk shit about the thing that they're most intimidated by you because of. Okay. So, whatever the divine is saying, like they want you to heal this by understanding that the reason why people always talk shit about this thing about you is because you do it so brilliantly. But you always believe what they say. They want you to think that what you're brilliant at, they want you to believe that you're terrible at it. Okay. And I want to say you keep believing it. And then you get home and you sit and, almost self loathe or talk yourself, whatever, down. But there is a need, yeah, to stop yourself in the middle of this spiral. And I don't know exactly what that means. I feel like I got a little lost there, but there's something that you're not seeing because of this negative loop that you're in. Okay. So a strong need for you to try to work on this mindset. And anytime somebody is, I want to say, attacking you, or it's almost like then you sit at home and you're like, why is everybody so mean to me, or something like this. And it's pretty clear that they're all this way because of they're jealous. Okay, that's all that's coming through. It's like people are never going to sit and bash somebody that they're not intimidated by. Okay, so whatever it is you have to offer this world is very powerful. And again, I feel like you're the best at whatever it is that you do, but you keep believing all of these people who want you. There's a meme coming through, and I just posted it today. So I think it's for you, but it is like people know your worth. They just don't want you to. So these people know how brilliant you are. They just don't want you to know that. And unfortunately, it does look like you believe them. So there's a strong need for you to get more confident in your inner knowing and that you are in fact the best at what you do. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Got a little lost there. Sorry about that. Am gonna leave the reading there. Thank you so much for all of you for being here. I really appreciate you. J Dubs, love you. Chrissy, I'll probably text you in a minute. Love you and miss you so much. We definitely need to hang out soon. The Bat Mom, thanks for being here. And you guys, always thanks for the love and support. Really appreciate everything. And I will see you guys very soon. Probably get some readings out. Well, maybe not tomorrow. I work the next 4 days. So I will definitely see you guys on Monday. And hopefully I'll try to make some time to get some readings out before then. Thank you again. I love you so much and have a good night. Mwah.